tonight on the 10 o'clock news. Is your favorite beverage racist? Tune in to find out the absolutely, utterly, completely shocking truth. The United States of America, much like the rest of the world, has had racism as part of its history from its inception, and that's no myth. The people who came to the New World looked at the Native American population as lesser beings and wiped them out indiscriminately. Between 1525 and 1866, hundreds of thousands of African slaves were brought to America. It was an issue that divided the nation, so even after the Civil War and the abolishment of slavery, people of color and minorities continued to face countless struggles. Segregation ended with the Civil Rights Act of 1964. That's barely 50 years ago, so it's no wonder these racist ideologies of the past still exist today. They have been woven into the very fabric of this country. These are hateful ideologies based in ignorance and fear, spread like a cancer deep into society, indoctrinating generations of Americans. Things have gotten better, but the war isn't over. The issues of racism and discrimination are still very real and very serious, and that's why it's so important to get the facts straight when dealing with potential racism. Since it is such a sensitive and important topic, it can be easy to sway someone's opinion of someone or something by labeling it as racist. The fight against racism is an important one, but unfortunately it can at times be misguided or misused. The way rumors get spread, people often don't ask questions. If they do, maybe they don't dig deep enough or they encounter some sort of confirmation bias. Either way, a rumor gone unchallenged can snowball into a huge lie and into a massive controversy. Now throw a sprinkle of racism in there, and that snowball turns into a hailstorm that can do very real damage to sometimes innocent people. If somebody tells you something might be racist and you challenge it, you might even run the risk of being called racist yourself. It's unfortunate, but shouldn't change the fact that it's important to call out nonsense when you smell it, no matter the subject. The subject being racist soda pop. In 1991, rumors spread about a soda manufacturer that was started by a racist group with the intent of creating a beverage that would sterilize black men when ingested. Sounds crazy, right?
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
Tropical Fantasy was a line of soft drinks popular in the 90s. Priced at only 49 cents, Tropical Fantasy became an overnight success. In April of 1991, leaflets began appearing in black neighborhoods that Tropical Fantasy was made by the Ku Klux Klan and contained a secret ingredient that sterilized black men. The rumor spread like a wildfire, and the beverage was nicknamed Tropical Fantasy by the public. Sales dropped 70% for the manufacturer. Truck drivers and shopkeepers who sold Tropical Fantasy reported being attacked as a result of the controversy. And that's how innocent people get hurt by rumors. Tropical Fantasy fought the false allegations and eventually recovered. In order to help clear their name, then Mayor of New York David Dinkins went on television and drank a Tropical Fantasy on air. They also had the NYC Health Department officially declare their beverage as completely safe. The origin of the rumors was never determined. Some people bought into the Tropical Fantasy rumors because the beverage was mostly sold in inner city neighborhoods and were so cheap as to specifically target black populations. There have been similar fake stories about several other beverage makers. Fanta was alleged to have been manufactured by the Coca-Cola Company during World War II specifically for the Nazis. While Fanta was in fact invented in Germany during the Second World War by a Coca-Cola manufacturer, they had no ties to the actual Nazi party. Top Pop, City Club, and CNC were also villainized with false allegations of connections to the KKK, just like Tropical Fantasy. Even Snapple got hit with accusations of being partially owned by members of the KKK back in 1992. This type of urban legend hysteria isn't limited to soft drinks. There's plenty of companies who have been accused of being racist in one way or another over the years. Church's Chicken, KFC, Coors, Marlboro, Tommy Hilfiger, all hit with false allegations, and even though these companies cleared their names, stories like these rarely ever truly go away. You might even still hear some of these racist product rumors floating about from less informed folks. That's what Google is for. That's one of the many powers of the internet. Do a little research. Stories like the one about Tropical Fantasy might not happen today because of how easily available information is online. At least the rumors or fake news get nipped in the bud a lot quicker. If someone told you today that vitamin water was secretly owned by Nazis, and they made 50 cents Formula 50 grape water with a secret ingredient that makes black people kill each other, All you'd have to do is Google 50-cent vitamin water Nazis to find out if it's a bunch of nonsense. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the content, hit those like and subscribe buttons.